otherwise you're going to have to keep passing it around. All right? So we'll try it this way and then we'll try it once. I am. Yeah. Okay, and then this one. Yeah, that one's coming on.
This one's on.
Okay.
We got 3.
All right. You may hold it if you would like. You just have to put it back when you're
It's
done.
going to make a lot of noise if we put it back.
Chris, do you want to write this?
It's gonna be higher for you. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be so you can, I think, right here. So they're saying,
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Ooh, mountains, we gon' walk it out. And mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you.
When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Ooh, mountains, we'll bring it to its feet and move mountains. I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000
So the only other thing that I ask you is that your faces are just really involved and committed to it, because I could not see that from where I was sitting, okay? All right, so I'm gonna put your activity excuse at 8:30, okay? All right, is that fine? Yes? All right, so I'll have a class that will just run it in there, and then you'll have plenty of time in here, okay? All right, that sounds good.
There are 20 minutes if we need to, or should we change before we get into it?
You should have time.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
ACP do we meet in the choir room? Or, because we're gonna be in band.
Right, I think, the last thing I wanted to do was just show, let's go sit down so that we can do this. All right, so as we go up, I'm gonna go row 2 and then row 1, and you will be the last person seated, okay?
And then
All right.
one other thing that we have to switch, we're gonna have the 3 honorees sit here initially, and then once you guys go off the stage, we'll call them up. That's just so they're not looking at behinds.
Okay, so, should we start the second row to be seated?
I mean, you could start here.
Okay.
I put 7 back.
All right,
But
okay.
just know that the first 3 honorees.
All right, so second row, come down and then you know where it is. No,
Oh, second row. And up.
Are you sitting there? Oh.
So when you go up, you go up from the aisle, so Sarah will go first, raise Emma, okay? And then Maria, you'll follow. What's happening? Okay, and then, so you go out this aisle to go up, don't go out the aisle over there, okay? Yeah, all right, okay, thank you, everybody. I'll see you at 8:30.
I'm the only one that doesn't match. Like, I play second, and that's literally how it plays out. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Third phone. Okay, the third phone is actually kind of good.
What row did you guys have? And this one? Thank you.
Yeah, if this is okay for you, yep, it's good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. I love that song by Audra Day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they sing it really.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
too, so.
I love that song.
What? There is somewhere backstage. Should I just leave this here for now and strike it after we're done singing? Or should I take it away and bring it out? Well, I guess we know where it is. If it's okay to leave it till we sing.
Yeah, the band will be before you, will that be,
I don't think
They'll
so.
be back behind the
Yeah,
screen.
Right, so,
that'll be fine.
okay, and then I will strike it.
Yeah, and if not, we'll move it over there, and then you can bring it out.
Okay.
If it's not okay. I think
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
no, we have it kind of set, so
Yeah.
if we can, great, and if it bothers you, then we'll work it out. It's like 2 feet in front of,
Yeah, I was-
by 2, okay.
Good morning, Parker High School. Will the JSO guides for Harrison and Washington Elementary please meet at the entrance closest to greenhouse at this time? Angelica Klun, Hannah Grove, Raquel Pratt, Ryan Porter, Jenna Stratton, and Alicia Schultz. Thank you.
is off, thank you. Oh, I think it was just a little bit of dirt from when I wheeled the cart out. Chris, we're fine. It was from when I wheeled the cart out.
Hey, John. Yeah, that's fine.
That might be good. That'll cover it up. You can hide behind it.
Behind what?
The mic.
Oh.
No, after they're done singing.
No, I mean like
I believe so.
You want to switch the things around since Ellis goes first? You want to put him on the
Well,
left?
I told Chris the order, and that's what he did, so. I gave him the order, and this is how he put it up.
He's gonna go to, okay. Well, that's fine.
It's
'Cause he's
really
just going right.
what's that saying? 6-1, a half a dozen another? Because either you have to start here and go there, or you
Yeah,
gotta start here and go that
exactly.
way.
So that's what he did, and that's, we'll just keep it like that. Morning, good morning. You look nice. Thank you.
All right, you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I just wanted to double check the.
All right, so this is down first, right?
Okay, so this is national anthem is first, so it will be up.
So right now, we want to put it up. We have nothing on it when people are coming in.
Unless we're, I mean, unless
Hey.
there's something else
Oh, never mind.
that we don't know.
Oh, here comes our techies.
Now we just need Delaney. You guys have her phone number? I have her Snapchat.
Yes. Wait,
Do I?
I'm gonna check and see what the first, I can't remember what the first,
On that part, he'll come up.
slide is.
So do I shake Mr. Ellis's hand or anything?
No, we'll just stand here.
Um,
I will come up, he'll shake the hand, he'll give him the.
well, in reality, probably.
Yep, so do it like.
In
So then you would just.
ideal world, a little bit before.
You don't have to do anything. Morning. It's just.
Oh, okay. I just texted you, sorry.
So, go ahead and practice, as much as you like. The guests will arrive at 8:30. Did you guys all get breakfast?
No, but I'm fine. I
You
don't.
wanna go get breakfast? You sure?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, just get something, at least then you could put it up there on the stage.
Hey, Wyatt. Will you guys get the first slide up?
Yeah.
I wanna see, I can't remember what it was. All right. So, is that intended for when people come in?
What?
Is that intended for when people are coming in?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah. But then after that, it's just Parker High School band.
Yeah.
So I think it's like a mixture of both.
All right. So, all right, click the next one.
Okay.
All right, Dr. Polk, here's the question. Go back to the first one more time. That's intended for when people come in. So what I can do, yeah, so, but, yeah, we have an issue. Aaron's in the band. So what I'll do, oh, that's fine. What I'll do is I will stay backstage to start. And then when we do the band, I'll raise it. And then when it's time, you'll lower it.
And that's after the choir
That's,
or before the choir?
well, the choir's gonna be in front, so it can be right when you guys are done, pretty much.
Okay, so like band goes off and I can lower.
Yeah. So, yeah, so what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna stay back here, unless I can hire somebody else real quick. And then, yeah, and I could probably get one of them to do it. So we'll leave it down when everybody's coming in. We'll announce the band, and then I'll raise it, or somebody will raise it. And then when the band's done, Erin will come off and she'll lower it. So I just need somebody to raise it, whether it's me or.
Dan's on his way, Kathleen.
What now?
Dan's on his way.
Okay.
He's gonna come and wipe the schedule for us.
You guys want to read quick, or are you good, or?
Try to relax. If he screws up, everybody's gonna hate you.
I don't know if the mic's on, but I can just read it. You know what I mean?
This stuff is easy.
I think it's off. I can look
You're
at
born to
this.
do this. This is like a.
Hey, are they able to practice with sound or not?
Decca.
So if I turn this mic on, we're good? Thank you.
Principal takes for a few minutes.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Trying to lighten up the mood a little bit. You guys are all too tense. Do you need this
First, I
move?
didn't know if you were joking or
I
not,
am
so I was
totally
like,
joking. You should, if you know me a little bit, you'll know that most of the time it's just. You need to move it over
yeah, that
this
makes
way.
sense. That should be good.
Feel free to move it up and down.
Brian,
Yes.
maybe we could look at the study hall roster this hour and put somebody in there.
Good morning. I am Hayden Kodrowski, and I am honored to be here today to be able to introduce Dr. Bridget Rice-Lenz as a 2019 Parker High School Distinguished Viking. Dr. Bridget Rice-Lenz was valedictorian of the class of 1997. She demonstrated leadership in various school activities, including National Honor Society, Student Leadership Council, and the soccer team, serving as team captain. She was also recognized as the most valuable player during her senior season. Bridget was also involved in Washington Seminar, Badger Girl State, French Club, International Club, Orchestra, JSOL, volleyball, and basketball, earning most dedicated in both sports. Through her involvement, she forged many lifelong friendships and became a well-rounded individual. Her Parker mentors and experiences gave her the foundation for the work that she enjoys today, especially the opportunity to shadow a local family practice doctor. Bridget earned her Bachelor of Science at UW-Madison and then attended the Medical College of Wisconsin, where she was conferred her medical doctorate degree. She did her residency through the Waukesha Family Medical Program, and since then, she has been a family medicine physician at Pro Healthcare Medical Associates in Mukwonago. Bridget's volunteer work includes being a member of the PTA at her daughter's school, refereeing for Wauwatosa Kickers Soccer Club, and staffing free clinics in the Milwaukee area. Her family includes her husband, Tom Lenz, and her two daughters, Adeline and Lillian. Let's see what it was like to be a student at Parker High School in 1997 and share in Dr. Lenz's accomplishments.
I found some cheap help.
What are you doing?
Just kind of raise the screen once.
Dr. Bridget Rice-Lenz's volunteerism, mentorship, and leadership make her an easy choice to honor as a distinguished Viking. At this time, I would like Dr. Lenz to come to the podium to receive her award. Dr. Lenz, on behalf of the students, staff, and alumni of Parker High School, I present to you this plaque that highlights your dedication to your career and community. This plaque will be a part of the permanent...
You're not going in order, right?
No, she's just practicing.
Okay, just checking.
This plaque will be a part of the permanent display to honor our distinguished Vikings. You are also receiving a smaller plaque to commemorate your accomplishments. Thank you for your dedication to your career and community, and for allowing us to share your story today.
I know. All right, Mira, come here. So, all right, so it's gonna, it's gonna be down when people are coming in, just like this, okay? Once the program starts, the next slide is a slide that says something on the bottom, it's gonna say band initially, okay? Mr. Lowell's gonna read this, okay? The band is gonna be sitting behind the screen. So maybe once he's reading this, then we'll raise this one. And I'll show you, right there. No, over there, folks, one of those, okay? Then, that's all I need, because then after that, the person in the band is gonna move next. So, I just need somebody to move it, because she's in the band. Sure you're cool with that?
Thank you, Mrs. Knutson in Seventh Heaven. Good morning. My name is Delaney Arend. This is the 10th year that Parker High School will honor alumni for their accomplishments through the Distinguished Viking ceremony. The selection of Distinguished Vikings is done by a committee of staff, alumni, and community members. This year's committee included Officer Todd Bailey, Police Liaison Officer, alumnus, Mrs. Bonnie Brame, retired Parker teacher, alumna, Mr. Clayton Krieger, staff representative, alumnus, Mr. Chris Lau, principal, Mr. Dan Madden, retired Parker teacher, Mr. Brian Martin, Dean of Students, alumnus, Mr. Luke McCalmont, staff representative, alumnus, Dr. Kiana Polk, assistant principal, I see, okay, I wrote it. I put it as a QU and I'm like, Queen. QW. QWE. Queen. Quiana Polk, assistant principal, and Mrs. Nichols Walters, staff representative, alumna. Nicole, God, dang it. Why do I not keep that? Yeah. A special thank you to staff that helped to make this ceremony happen. They include John Beester, music, Aaron Bleicher, stage and lights, Bonnie Brame, biography writer, Maritza Espinoza, program, Kathleen Hankey, technology, Cameron Harris, tech team, Jasper Nightingale, tech team, Jan Knutson, music, Peggy Lee, refreshments, Sam Van Gelder, program, Janice Bullhurst, refreshments, Krista White, flowers, and Wyatt Yeager, tech team. The committee looks for nominees who have achieved or contributed in the following areas: educational excellence, political service, athletics or entertainment, community service, and entrepreneurship, or contributions to career, community, or other worthwhile endeavors. Past distinguished Vikings include Chaplain Colonel Thomas Bailing, class of 1980, Mrs. Christina Juki Karausi, class of 2005, Mr. Gordy LaChance, class of 1978, Mr. Todd Wolf, class of 1971, Mr. David O'Leary, class of 1981, Miss Michelle Alswager, class of 1987, Mrs. Denise Karolowski Quaddy, class of 1977, Mr. Terry Teach, class of 1973, Miss Kim Hendricks, class of 1979, Mr. Jay Smith, class of 1974, Miss Lori Summers, class of 1991, and Mr. Tom Kaiser, class of 1984. These people, along with our recipients today, have set a standard that we should all aspire to reach.
Good morning. I'm Charlie DeGarmo, and at this time, I would like to tell you about our first award recipient, Mr. Stephen Ellis. Stephen Ellis, Parker High School class of 1969, earned Most Valuable Player honors in baseball, setting the stage for lifetime involvement in America's national pastime. His years at Parker found him involved in football, basketball, and the Odin. He credits the faculty and administration with helping him to achieve in life and with making his transition from Janesville High School to Parker High School a smooth one. After high school, Mr. Ellis attended Milton College on a baseball scholarship. Even during his career with Janesville Auto Transport, he worked with Janesville Youth Baseball Softball Association, an organization in which nearly 1,000 boys and girls compete. For 47 years, he has served in many ways: coach, umpire, league president, and treasurer. Mr. Ellis volunteers in several capacities in Janesville. He provides free clinics for the aspiring umpires and manages the scholarship for children who can't afford JYBSA fees. Additionally, he has served on the Sports Coalition and Leisure Services Committee for Janesville and St. Mary Parish Council. Mr. Ellis and his family have assisted with Gifts Men's Shelter, and he assists residents at Cedar Crest with visits and rides to church. He believes volunteerism has allowed him to receive more than he has given, and that making someone's day a little bit better is an amazing experience. Mr. Stephen Ellis's family includes wife Nancy, sons Aaron, wife Catherine, and Andrew, wife Lene, and grandchildren Ty, Kaylee, Grayson, Brayla, Layla, and Everly. Let's see what it was like to be a student at Parker High School in 1969 and share in Stephen Ellis's accomplishments. Mr. Ellis's service to the community, volunteerism, and leadership have made a positive impact on every person that he has encountered and makes him an easy choice to honor as a distinguished Viking. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Stephen Ellis to the podium to receive his award. Mr. Stephen Ellis, on behalf of the students, staff, and alumni of Parker High School, I present to you this plaque that highlights your dedication and career to the community. This plaque will be a part of the permanent display to honor our distinguished Vikings. You are also receiving a smaller plaque to commemorate your accomplishments. Thank you for your dedication to your career and community and for allowing us to share your story today.
Everybody's going to come in, that main screen's going to be up, and then the band's already going to be up here. He'll start saying that when he starts.
Aha. ditching us to see what happens. I don't even think my mom knows I'm doing this. So. I don't even think my mom knows I'm doing this. So, she might show up though. She kind of works here. Hey. Probably. That's why I haven't worried about it. Yeah. Next, I am honored to introduce Mr. Mark Gunn as a 2019 Parker High School Distinguished Viking. I believe that American agriculture can and will hold true to the best traditions of our natural life, and that I can exert an influence in my home and community which will stand solid for my part in that inspiring task. Words taken from the FFA Creed and words which describe the essence of Mark Gunn's life as an agriculturalist. As a proud Parker Viking of the class of 1976, he was a member of FFA, serving as president and participated in livestock judging competitions, as well as entering several projects in the Rock County Fair. Farming is not just his occupation, it is his way of life. He credits his family, farming, and lessons learned at Parker High School with instilling a strong work ethic in him and in his children. After high school, Gunn was selected to the Wisconsin Rural Leadership Program through the University of Wisconsin. Here, he strengthened his leadership skills while traveling to South Africa, India, Vietnam, Australia, and other countries. After working at General Motors for 5 years, he and his wife Susan pursued farming full-time, thus becoming the 5th generation of Gunn farmers in the town of Rock. Their operation has grown from 50 to 4,000 acres. Mark has been active in several Rock County agricultural organizations, including serving as president of the Rock County Pork Producers, Rock County 4-H Fair Board of Directors, Rock County Fair Swine Superintendent, Meat Animal Sale Chair, and Rock County Beef Producers. Promoting agriculture is Mark's passion, and that love has taken him to Washington, D.C. to lobby on behalf of farmers. He continues to serve as the chairman for the town of Rock and has previously served on the St. William Catholic Church Parish Council. A lifetime Westsider, Mark and Susan's children all graduated from Parker High School. Emily Gunn and Drew Severson, Daniel and Jennifer Brill Gunn, Laura Gunn Furman and Ben Furman, Christopher and Sarah McNall Gunn. The grandchildren are Charles O'Leary, Biddle Tripp, and Cashton Colonel Gunn, Jack Benjamin, Ryan Richard, and Daniel Christopher Furman, and William Mark, Christopher McNall, and Clara Susan Gunn. They will ensure that the O'Leary Gunn Farms continues to grace Janesville's west side. Let's see what it was like to be a student at Parker High School in 1976 and share in Mr. Gunn's accomplishments. Mr. Gunn's service, commitment, and leadership all over the country make him an easy choice to honor as a distinguished Viking. At this time, I would like Mr. Gunn to come to the podium to receive his award. Mr. Gunn, on behalf of the students, staff, and alumni of Parker High School, I present to you this plaque that highlights your dedication to your career and community. This plaque will be a part of the permanent display to honor our distinguished Vikings. You are also receiving a smaller plaque to commemorate your accomplishments. Thank you for your dedication to your career and community, and for allowing for us to share your story today.